Good morning, guys, and Happy New Year. Today is January 3rd. Time is about 10:45 in the morning. I haven't gotten the DTF printers up and running today. That is going to be something for Michaela, as today I got my hands full with a t-shirt order. So what we have working on today is 40 t-shirts, 3 different color sweatshirts, and on those 3 different color sweatshirts there's going to be 3 different color inks. So we have the hoodies in here. Just got to unpack these, get all of the sizing counted out, and then put them on the cart. And earlier yesterday, I went ahead and printed the transparencies for these, got all of the screens burned so that when I come in today, I could just go ahead and get rolling. So got all 3 screens. It's going to be a 3 location. So the one right here is going to be the left chest, the back, and then the sleeve. So it's going to be a pretty big job today, 120 impressions with just those 40 garments there. And on top of that, we have to color change in between each of the inks for the different color sweatshirts because we have yellow, white, and black ink. So we'll probably start with the white, switch over to the yellow, switch over to the black for the final ending. But right now, Michaela is over there getting the DTF printers up and running, getting all of the files that we need to ripped in Digital Factory. And then after she's done ripping the file, we'll get that sent over to the printer. And we still have to turn them on and see what the status of the nozzles is. But yeah, guys, pretty good day so far. Sorry I didn't get any content yesterday. It was a busy day. We had all of the backlogged orders from the time that we took off over the holidays. And we needed to get all of those printed and shipped. So it was a late one yesterday, but we still managed to get everything out, and now we're back on to our 1 business day turnaround time for our full color DTF transfers. So yeah, that's what we got going on today. Hope you guys are having a good new year. Did you guys set any resolutions for yourself for any of your businesses? Let me know down below in the comments. I think I'll probably end up doing like a kind of goals, resolutions video that I want to do for the business on this channel a little bit later. I was kind of debating on whether I wanted to do this video here with the daily vlog or whether I wanted to post that first as kind of my first video for the year. So we'll see how I end up doing this. I probably will end up posting this video first, and then we'll get to the resolution goals content later. But on top of the order that we have to do today, I have to still post a TikTok and get that reposted to YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels, and answer the messages that we have in Etsy. I think the last time I looked, we had like 28 messages. So we need to get those answered, and yeah, we got to really get on it because this year we updated our daily revenue goal to match our year-end goal. So it was a substantial increase. So we have a lot of work ahead of us, and just kind of think of ways that we can increase the revenue in the business while also maintaining the profits that we have now. So it's all going to be a learning experience over the next couple months, but just steadily increasing, knocking out our goals as we go. What I'm actually going to do now, though, is unpack all of these shirts, check the sizing, make sure everything matches up with the order, and then lay them all out on the cart so that I can wheel them over, and we can get started loading up a screen on the press and registering that. First things first, put in some earbuds, get a podcast going. Always try and listen to something whenever I'm doing like mind-numbing tasks like this, so I can always kind of make the most of my time. I kind of was slacking on that at the end of the year, but again, these New Year's resolutions, you know how they be. You got to get back onto the horse, back onto the saddle. All right, got all of the hoodies all unpacked, checked the sizing, everything looks good, and it just so happens that I put them in the order that I wanted to print them. They just came out of the box that way, so we'll be starting with the black. It's going to be white ink on this one, and then the desert yellow, I believe, is going to be black, so I actually have to switch that out. And then the graphite, I'm not even sure if you could see it under the desert yellow there, but that is going to be a yellow ink. So I just got to switch out the desert pink, but we actually have the most of the black ones on top. We have 15 of those, so it'll be good to get those out of the way and knock them out. So next up, I got to load up the screens over here, and I actually have to start by taking down some of the screens that are on press right now because the press is full. So I'll take down 3 screens and then go ahead and replace them with these screens that are over here. While I have been working on that, Michaela just loaded the film through the dryer and connected it to the printer. So now we can go ahead and get these guys going. I think she's going to get started with a cleaning. And yep, that's what she just did. Started a head cleaning on this guy. So once the cleaning gets wrapped up, it'll be the first one of the day. We'll go ahead and do a nozzle check, see what the status of the nozzles is for this Wednesday. Alright guys, got the first test print wrapped up. I actually printed it on top of another one just to see, one, I didn't have another black hoodie, two, I kind of thought it would help me figure out if the location was right, and three, it doesn't really matter, it's just a test print. But anyways, I got all three of the screens loaded up on the press, taped up, ready to go, just got to put ink on them, and then I inked up the left chest since that's the one I'm going to start with, and I think we are all ready to go here. Got all of my hoodies right here. So I think the only thing left to do now is to get started. The only thing that I could see being a problem is I don't have any spray adhesive, and I'm only using the water-based adhesive. So I'm going to have to probably scrub the palette of all of the lint between probably every 2 hoodies, which obviously is not the most ideal, but my spray adhesive is completely gummed up. And there, it kind of focused, but it's just all gummed up. And when I try and squirt it, nothing comes out. So might have to get some more of that, but honestly I don't really like using the spray adhesive. It doesn't work the best. It's also like not good to breathe it in, and it just seems to get everywhere, like all here on the press and just in the environment as a whole. So if I can avoid using that and just stick with the water-based adhesive, that would be great. It's just going to be one of those things that, give and take, I'm going to have to clean the palette a bit more than if I were to just be able to spray some tack on there and get these guys done. But I'm going to shut up and get these guys going. I got a lot of work to do, so let's get started and wrap these guys, the left chests on the black ones up. Also, I actually did make a mistake. So there is no black ink. It's only going to be 2 colors, white and yellow. So I did put the hoodies in order of printing. So the black is going to be white ink. The pink is also going to be white ink, and then on the bottom, those gray hoodies that I was talking about, those are going to be the yellow ink. So it's actually going to only be 2 color changes, and I won't have to change any of the the order of the hoodies. We're all good to go. So looking good. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Let's get these guys wrapped up. Alright guys, clock just struck 1 o'clock. I'll give you guys a little bit of an update here. I've gotten through 13 hoodies so far, and a couple other things required my attention. The printers were acting up a little bit, and right now they are paused because Michaela has to get one more design loaded up on DTF printer number 1, which is the far one, and then on number 2 he's all done for the day, so we got to get that film cut. Turned off the dryer, and now we just can let them sit in there until we're ready to get them cut up. But for right now, I am going to jump back on the press. The palette adhesive has been giving me a little bit of trouble, not going to lie. Some spray adhesive would certainly be nice and do the trick. Initially, I started cleaning all of it off, but it was just too hard and taking too much time. So I resorted to just cleaning off this little strip that I'm using for the left chest. And then once I am ready to do the backs, I'll go ahead and clean all of it off. But I figured for right now, this would do the trick. But as I was doing this, I typically use this sponge right here and just scrape it side to side like this with a little bit of water to get up all of the felt that is still left down on the platen. So when I was doing that, I actually ended up taking off some of the glue as well. So if you could see this is some old parts of glue, and then everywhere else is where I took the glue off. So I had to go ahead and reapply some glue, and feeling it now. It's nice and dry, so I can go ahead and get started again, but it is not working out the smoothest, and it's certainly taking me a little bit longer having to do it this way, but whatever, you got to make do with what you have, and we'll get this guy finished one way or another. All that really matters is they're turning out very, very nice. Really happy with, I mean, it's so simple, but sometimes simplicity looks the best. And really bright white on these black hoodies. I was a little worried because they're 60-40 and 60% cotton, 40% polyester. I was a bit worried that we were going to have some dye migration, but this is just a print flash print, and it is looking fire, to say the least. All right, guys, time is, don't have my watch on, give me a second, 1:16. Moved on to the pink ones, and I think we're in for some luck. So I'm going to give you guys a close-up look. All right, so I got two of them in front of you. This is the top one here. I'll get you guys zoomed in there so you can see nice and clearly what it looks like. All right, that is the top one. Now here is the bottom one. Get it focused. Is it focused? Looks okay. All right, get you guys in there. All right, okay, so you've seen both the top and the bottom. Down in the comments, I want you guys to let me know which one you think is the print flash print and which one do you think is just one hit of the white, no flash. It's a little unfair. No, I mean, I don't know, maybe. What I was just doing is feeling the prints. And I think if you guys were here to actually feel them, maybe that would help you guys judge your comment down below a little bit more. But yeah, go ahead, pause the video right now, and leave a comment down below. Top or bottom is the print flash print. Let me know what you guys think, and I will tell you guys the answer in 3, 2, 1. The top one is actually the print flash print. So looking at them comparatively, can you guys tell? Really, the only difference at all is that the top one has a bit more gloss and kind of sheen to it, and that's just because there's one more hit of ink on there, so it's a little bit more glossy as it went through the dryer and cured. So, how many of you guys got that right? It's pretty good because I think that there's absolutely no difference, and I mean, depending on the client's preferences, he might actually not want it glossy. I don't know. I think like the gloss is quite slight depending on like how it catches the light. Not sure if I can show that on camera. So yeah, I'm gonna go with one hit on here. It looks, I would say, just as good as the print flash print, and it'll save me a bit of time. So let's get these guys finished up here with the white ink, at least for the fronts. Still have the sleeves and the backs to do here. Okay guys, 2 o'clock. Going to be moving on to the grayish hoodies now, and these are going to be yellow. As you guys saw, I did the color change on the screen, so let's get these guys knocked out. While I was doing this, Michaela got started working on another order that we have. These are going to be some transfers, and we're doing a pocket, or not a pocket, a logo on the front of these sweatpants, as well as a number of other garments that are still in the boxes and we got to get out. So she's just getting these heat pressed on right now, and she should be able to get these guys finished up by the end of the day. Like I said, I'm going to get started on the yellows. Let's see how this peels and get to it. Looks great. All right guys, 3:40 right now. I just finished up the blacks. So now I have only the sleeve to go on these, and then these will be all wrapped up. I still have all of the pink backs to go, and then the backs on the graphite hoodies as well. So I'm gonna have to color change the screen. And then after this, we can finally get started on the sleeves, and then this order will be in the books. If you guys can tell, Michaela is still working on getting these transfers pressed, because this order has to ship today. The order that I'm working on right now is a pickup order, so we can just have the customer come and pick it up tomorrow. It's no big deal, but the other one we got to get handed off to UPS today. So got a little bit longer here left to go, and then we will have this guy wrapped up. Hopefully I can get this order finished today. I don't think I'm going to be able to, but I'm just really honestly hoping to get the backs done. That way tomorrow I can come in and finish up the sleeves, get these all finished up. But it's going. It's just taking some time, and we're both kind of hitting that wall at 4 o'clock slump, but we're going to persevere and keep going. Okay guys, 4:52 right now. Had to charge the microphone that I use to make these videos for you guys. So a little bit has happened since I last talked to you. Let me show you guys what we got going on. So finished up all of the pink front and backs. So now all we have to do for the pink and the black is going to be the sleeve print. But like I said earlier, we're going to have to get to that tomorrow. Not going to be able to get to that today. But in the meantime, I got the white all color changed, and if I can get this out with one hand, everything looks really, really good with the yellow on these graphite hoodies. They're looking sweet. So I've probably gotten like 3 done. So I'm gonna pile these guys up and then continue on. I have 7 more to go on these graphite ones, and then the fronts and backs will be finished up on all of the hoodies. And then when I come in tomorrow, we can just get the sleeves all finished up. While I have been working on that, Michaela is finishing up all of the orders that we had to get pressed. So they turned out pretty well. Happy with everything. And so we got to get those boxed up. And then there is one more item that Michaela is getting printed right now, because the sizing when we printed it earlier just wasn't really working quite right. So we're going to go ahead and get those reprinted and then press these guys on as soon as we can. And then we also went ahead and packaged up the orders. There was just a few of them that came in from last night, and on top of that, the one in the poly mailers are going to be the adaptive flasks. So those we have to drop off at the post office, and then the cardboard boxes are going to UPS. We missed our UPS guy. He already came, and we had to tell him that we didn't have our packages ready, so we'll have to drop those off to the UPS store. Sorry, a fly just flew on my hand. Sorry about that shake. We'll have to get those dropped off to the UPS store later tonight. Okay guys, day 2, time is 12:22. Earlier this morning, we had an interview with a job applicant. This applicant actually came by and dropped off his resume a couple weeks ago, so it was cool to be able to interview him, and it was actually a pretty good opportunity. We both liked him. Michaela actually was the one that did the interview. She was the one talking to him on the phone. So yeah, I think we might bring him in for the next steps, do an in-person interview with him, show him the space, and just see where things go from there. Anyways, it was a busy morning though. Back at these sleeves from yesterday, I got the sleeve platen all set up, and what I'm running into is the sleeve just is not wide enough on some of the small hoodies. So I had to make some adjustments that I'm not very happy with on this, so we're gonna have to see how this ends up going. But let's go ahead and get this guy inked up and give it a try. All right guys, 2:48, got all of the pink and black sleeves done. So that just means I have 10 more of the graphite ones. Not gonna lie, these are kicking my butt, but I only have 10 left, so we're gonna get these guys done. Hopefully I could get them done in like 20 minutes, and then we can get these guys ready for the customer. All right guys, 3:58, got all of the hoodies all finished up and boxed up. That was a struggle, not gonna lie, but we got it all done at the end of the day, thankfully. And I was happy with how every one of them turned out. We had like 0 error rates. There was one where I got some ink on it, but I was able to use the spot gun and shoot it out of the hoodie. So no harm, no foul on that one. But yeah, guys, as you can probably tell, I'm pretty out of it. Got to get some food, get some rest, and it'll be another day tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be Friday, so that's good. Feels like it was a long week this week, even though we only had 4 days in since Monday was New Year's. But thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, leave a like on the video down below. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below. It would really mean a lot to me. And guys, I'll see you in the next video.